So to orient a point cloud, we have several options. For this exercise, we'll slightly sabotage this one, which is already nicely aligned in the world coordinate system. As you can see, it's perfectly perpendicular right here. So we'll just select it, go here to the grip and apply a random rotation, something like this. There we go. We now have a point cloud that's misaligned. Now, going into the point cloud assistant, I can align it within the WCS. It's really important to distinguish this feature from the others, because this one actually rotates the existing point cloud within the world coordinate system. All the other features let us create a UCS, a user coordinate system, without touching the original position of the point cloud. Now, all these features here on the right are going to be really useful for people working with georeferenced point clouds. And for those who don't necessarily need that, they can always use the align function. So let's go with the align function first to square up this point cloud within the WCS. I'll click align. Now I have to select a point from a cloud part making a plane surface. Let's click on a point of this wall right here. And that's it, it's already done. As you see, it only took me one single click on my point cloud to square it up again in the world coordinate system. Because I selected a point on this group of points that form a flat surface. Alright, let's switch to top view. You can see I'm still in the WCS and my point cloud is now aligned. So let's go back to a misaligned one to show you the next features. Okay, there we go. And let's say now that this position is the original building orientation and we have to keep it as it is in the WCS. So in this situation, we have to work with the UCS, the user coordinate system. And here is one of the most practical features, wall plus wall. I'll click on it. And now all I have to do is to spot a point cloud region with two perpendicular walls, like here, and select a point from one side. And then it prompts me to select a point on the other side. And that's it. We have just created our first user coordinate system. And now as you can see, it's still unnamed UCS. So it's prompting me to give it a name. So let's call it simply wall. Alright, so we are now on our user coordinate system called wall. And you can manage your UCS by going here on UCS Manager. Here you can set different things such as renaming, editing, or deleting your several UCS. Okay, perfect. So now, let's imagine I have a point cloud where there's no perpendicular wall. So what can I do if I'm not in a situation with two walls? Well, in that case, I can just go back here, click on the small arrow to open the drop-down menu and choose floor plus wall. So for a floor and perpendicular wall, I'll take the flat roof here, for example, and then the brick wall just right here. And again, a new UCS is created and it prompts me to give it a name. So let's say wall floor this time. And here we go. As you can see here, I am indeed in the UCS called wall floor. Now if I want to switch quickly between the UCS, it's very simple. Just click here, go on custom UCS, and you will find all the UCS you've created. So as you can see, it's very convenient and it has been designed to let you quickly navigate between your different custom UCS. And of course, if you need to go back to the world coordinate system, you can do it from the same place here by clicking on WCS. And now I can check again that the original building orientation has been preserved. And then it's very easy to switch back to the custom UCS and continue working on the point cloud. I can also save the current UCS by clicking here. Let's call it current UCS. And if I check my list of custom UCS, I now have the third one we've just created. Okay, so let's continue with the last feature of the orientation section, reset to WCS. Actually, it's very simple. It's just a shortcut button that allows you to go back to the world coordinate system. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So it's just another way to get quick access to your WCS. Alright, I think we've now covered the whole orientation section and gone through all these features. So just to summarize, there's one key thing to remember: the align function actually applies a rotation to the point cloud, while the other UCS buttons don't change the building orientation. Now that we've correctly oriented our point cloud and created several UCS, we are now ready to perform slicing operations.